Did you vote for your favorite shoe design? If not, restart the episode and vote right now.
And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA. Now the race for Rookie of the Year, and a look here at the top-ranked rookies as they close out their first season in the NBA. A very talented bunch. Take a look at Clark. Time and time again, he has shown himself to be an impact rookie this season. And as year one winds down for him, guys, he's number 3 on the list.
And he's put himself in prime position to make a run at that Rookie of the Year award as we approach the end of the season.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? He's done it by playing with what we call an old head. I mean, his maturity and intelligence belie his years. I mean, this young man has a really strong hoops mind.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Clark. E.J. Tucker is out there with Iguodala. And it's Vucevic. And it's Adebayo in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Pittsburgh, we've got Ilyasova. Andre Drummond is out there with Bamba. And it's Conley. And it's Levine in at the 2 spot.
Boy, the unselfishness of Iguodala is really admirable. A forward with excellent vision. Has a feel for when one of his guys is open.
Now here's Drummond. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And, of course, you cannot forget just how dominant his shot blocking was in that game. Just changed the entire complexion of that game.
Here's Iguodala. Shoots from 12. And it's Denver scoring again. And with the playoffs ahead, some have argued for a play-in tournament, Clark, to determine the 6 through 10 seeds. What do you think of that?
An interesting concept that, in theory, it certainly might allow for more teams to be engaged down the stretch. You know, with Adam Silver, he's very much interested in seeing how to make the game better in every way. So there are no sacred cows. Just because it's been done one way before doesn't mean that he's not looking at ways to change it for improvement.
And keep that fan base really interested.
Yeah, that's a big part of what's made the league as successful as it has been worldwide. Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board, because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Count that one.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Conley, the pass to Drummond. He kicks it to Levine. Pass to Ilyasova. Passes it to Conley. The tray. Good on the triple. And that ties it up.
And this pumps the whole team up. Conley's shooting ability brings energy and excitement.
Here's Clark, defended by Drummond, and stolen by Ilyasova. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Conley left side. Here's Drummond, and that one goes long.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Well, there's Don Ilyasova, a bit of a journeyman in the NBA, Greg, the last handful of seasons.
Good motor on the glass, and he can chip in for a 20-point game every so often.
And he's going up for the alley-oop, and Adebayo throws it down.
That's just unselfish basketball by Tucker, making the extra pass to set up his teammate.
Conley kicks to Drummond. Levine against Iguodala. Over in the corner, Conley. And again, it's Pittsburgh missing.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Tucker can't get it to go.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Levine kicks to Conley. From deep. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Adebayo. Iguodala out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Vucevic, and it's Clark in at the 4 spot. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son Philip was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball. I think he will." Kevin?
Well, DA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close. And you look at how the Nuggets have become the team they are. A lot has to do with player development.
Exactly. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Denver has done a great job in the draft. Identify talent, stick to your guns in choosing that talent, then build it, develop it. Their front office has been fantastic. Well, you look at Mike Conley. He's been around a long time, folks, double-digit years. Does a little bit of everything out there, and outstanding, not only in the locker room, but also in the community, too. Just 5-star in every way.
Here's Clark. And Tucker has it in the corner. 6 to shoot. And he's good on the 3-ball. Tucker's got 5 points so far.
Tell you what, for a guy who's inconsistent from 3, Tucker's showing you he can be scary out there at times for a defense.
And the rejection by Iguodala. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. And Tucker has it in the corner. From the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Tucker's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second 3-pointer of the game.
Levine against Iguodala. And the whistle blow. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That's his first foul. Here's Drummond. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. And there's the pass to Ilyasova. 4 on the shot clock. From 13.
Yeah, a hard-nosed defender. Tucker gets up into your grill and tries to intimidate you.
1:36 left in the first half. Trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him. And it's good for 2. Vucevic has got the lead up to 10 now for the Nuggets. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Force. And if there was ever a definition of a glue guy, Greg, it would be P.J. Tucker. He's so valuable to his team.
You know, P.J. gives you production in every way, and his impact really goes beyond the stats. All the little things that coaches want their players to do, that's really the motto of Tucker's game.
Now, here's Tucker following the miss by Michael Conley. Here's Clark, covered by Bamba. Here's Vucevic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
And you look at Vucevic, and his tenacity goes up the closer he is to the cup. Defenders try to match his level of physicality down there, which more times than not results in him going to the foul line.
Timeout. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the Force call their first time out of the game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
Now here is Conley. 5 points in the game. They need this one. And it's out of bounds. The Force able to retain possession here. here in the second quarter. Just under 3.5 minutes played. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Conley against Iguodala. Here's Clark. Playing Portland, he was nearly unstoppable. Here's Vucevic, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Vucevic has got 8 points.
You know, the mid-range game, guys, is really one of Nikola Vucevic's strong suits. I mean, you've got to play him honest if you're a defender.
Now Conley. For three, Levine. It's not going to go for him.
Boy, you can just...
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter suit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, a pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held at 2 points. And that'll do it.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Pittsburgh trails by 14. Andre Drummond is out there with Bamba. Then it's Ilyasova. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Conley in at the 1. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half.
And bringing the fight there. LaVine, fearless, creating contact for the potential +1.
Clark, you and I are sitting here watching this game, broadcasting the game. There are a lot of times that the fans can't see how emotionally charged up you are over some of the things you see on the floor, good and bad.
Hey, I love great basketball. Excellent passing, tremendous hustle, creativity on your moves. One of the things that really excites me, though, is to see the ball pop and end up in a three-point shooter's hands, and he's able to knock one down because the crowd is able to follow that ball, and the anticipation just kind of rises as it gets to the designated shooter. I love guys going after rebounds on the offensive glass.
That's a great example about that three-point shot, though, Clark. I love that. It's terrific.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Tucker can't get it to go. Pittsburgh trails by 10. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment, good report, thank you so much. And Pittsburgh with the possession here. Denver getting their last shot to go. Bamba kicks to Levine. Shot clock at 6. Over Iguodala. No good there. And Denver the other way now.
Well, they say the post-up big man is dead and gone in the NBA, but don't tell that to Nikola Vucevic, an offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
Denver shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And the all-around game Iguodala possesses makes him unique, does whatever is asked of him on the floor.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. .151 left in the third quarter. Drummond dishes to Ilyasova. Pittsburgh working the ball around. Conley, and he makes good on the layup. Conley's got 7 points in the game. And you look at the footwork of Vucevic inside, his moves and counter moves, terrific.
Shades of Kevin McHale, and that's something he's continued to develop in the pros, a response to defenders who often surpass him athletically.
Now here's Ilyasova. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And so it looks like Pittsburgh will retain possession here. Here is Ilyasova. Outside, Levine. Back to Ilyasova. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Adebayo.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Good defense by Iguodala.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Tucker, the pass to Iguodala. Back to Tucker. Launches it. Pittsburgh pulls it in.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Drummond, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
And he sinks the second. The Nuggets leading by 11. Iguodala outside. He feeds it to Vucevic. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Vucevic has got 10 points in the game. Here's Ilyasova offline with the baseline jumper. And so it's the Denver Nuggets. 13 points up at the end. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense too, Greg. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Denver will start the 4th quarter with. They've got Iguodala. Clark is out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Vucevic, and it's Tucker in a shooting guard. And here is Drummond after the 3-pointer from Nikola Vucevic. Drummond, it's good on the putback.
This is what Drummond is known for, fellas. I mean, assertive, aggressive, relentless, hard-working. He's just a dogged offensive rebound.
Now here's Iguodala. Pass to Tucker. Iguodala deciding where to go with it. Now the feed. Oh my goodness!
Oh, yeah.
What a play!
Now that is a terrific cut to the basket by Vucevic. I mean, really excelling in the pick and roll set.
Levine finds Drummond. And here is Conley. He's guarded by Adebayo. And it's Drummond with the jam. Like a lot of coaches like to run their offense through center. Any names you can think of who you'd be comfortable running your offense through at that position?
Well, just because I've watched him and loved his game since locking into him. Jokic,
Yes.
Man, can he pass it. He can shoot it. He can score it inside. He's got such excellent hands and touch. He's at the top of the list. Marcus Cousins, big guy that can shoot it and pass it as well. And Marcus Hall is also in that list.
You'd feel comfortable with any of those guys holding the ball, distributing the ball, wouldn't you?
No doubt.
5 to shoot. Here's Conley. Almost, but it rolls out.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage junk there.
Iguodala left side. Kicks to Vucevic. Takes a 3. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got 6 rebounds in the game. Conley dishes to Levine, and there's the foul. It will go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Ilyasova against Vucevic. 5 on the clock. Levine, good.
You know what you get there? Levine strong enough now to take on contact. able to complete the play.
Pass to Vucevic. Here's Clark, covered by Bamba. Vucevic against Ilyasova. Now here's Iguodala. D right on him. The layup off target. Pittsburgh trails by 14.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Nuggets.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Vucevic.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And over time, Vucevic has really developed a nice pump fake that often leads to him earning trips to the foul line.
And the second free throw, good. And here's Lynn. He'll bring it up for the force. Down by 15. Passes it to Kuzma. Excellent D there from Beasley.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
So it's the Nuggets winning this. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining.